Let's talk about some bad stuff, Tavi. NewJeans.
Yeah.
So this is not exactly news at time of recording, but
it's ongoing.
It's ongoing.
And we love making enemies with Hybe acolytes, it seems.
Yeah, which is I always find it strange that there's so many of them and they're so what's the word I'm looking for?
Mentally challenged.
They're so they're so adamant in defense of this mega corporation that is clearly evil. But anyway, November 28th, NewJeans, very popular girl group, conducted a emergency press conference in which they announced that they were going to separate from their agency ADOR.
따라서 뉴진스와 어도어 간의 전속 계약은 29일 자정부터 해지될 것을 말씀드립니다.
Yeah. I'm not really sure how it works really though, because I still see them release stuff on their Instagram and their YouTube channel, which still has the ADOR label. So I'm not sure.
Well, like you say, it's ongoing, I guess. For those that may not be familiar with the ongoing NewJeans situation, essentially, NewJeans has wanted to leave ADOR ever since Min Hee-jin got kicked out of ADOR as CEO. They presented an ultimatum, gave ADOR 2 weeks to rectify a bunch of apparent breaches in their contracts. And then after that 40 days and nothing's been done, they've decided it's time to leave. Now, whether or not legally they're allowed to just leave is another question. Yeah, I mean, without knowing exactly what kind of contract the girls have signed, anything that anybody can really do is speculate. But yeah, basically, NewJeans has said, we're not going to be doing work for ADOR anymore. We're going to do our own thing.
I guess the criticism for, music heads in general was saying it kind of sets a bad precedence because it means that other artists can sort of, just kind of up and leave whenever they want if they feel like they're having some form of injustice towards them or they feel like they're being treated unfairly.
Yeah.
But also it's like, I don't really trust Hybe very much.
Yeah, if the way that we've been talking has not been obvious enough, we're pretty firmly on the artist side in this particular
because
instance. In most instances.
I think just the way Hybe has kind of been really petty about some things. And I get that, Min Hee-jin is not perfect either. And to be honest, I don't really know which news source to trust. Only Ming. That's the only one I trust.
Yeah.
I think for me, it just really rubbed me the wrong way when they were deleting the guy that shot all the, oh my God, behind the scenes and shot the video, which he had nothing to do with it. And then it's just like, let's scrub it clean. So there's obviously just ego going on there.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have to bend to Min Hee-jin's will, but the fact that they're just not doing anything with NewJeans, kind of out of spite now, is sort of like, you're kind of getting rid of the next cultural phenomenon of K-pop group. Like what other artists from Hybe, aside from maybe Le Sserafim,
BTS.
have really reached the zeitgeist? Yeah, I know BTS is obviously the outlier, but like anyone else, I like...
Elite, Tavi?
Elite?
I think you're forgetting about Elite.
their songs catchy too, but they don't have the same, this might be mean or not, but they don't have the same sway as like a NewJeans. They don't have the same international appeal.
Yeah.
The fact that NewJeans has this appeal, but also everyone likes them from like a musical standpoint, and then you're kind of just pissing that away. It could be the fault of both Min Hee-jin and Hybe, but I'm just gonna say I think Hybe is probably more in the wrong with this.
Yeah, I mean the girls, the breach that they're talking about is the fact that they've been bullied by the company, I guess.
And you're always gonna have detractors. You'll see like some of the they're just a bunch of brats who think they deserve this and that. And it's like, oh, shut the fuck up. What do you know about?
I have no doubt.
What do you know about music?
That they have been mistreated in some way.
Most
and their complaints are
yeah.
justified. But whether they have a legal leg to stand on is a different story, I think. Musical contracts in particular have always been firmly on the side of companies and pretty unfair to artists in general. I think there's been a history of, artists trying to take litigation against their companies. I think it happened to George Michael at one point, maybe. It very rarely comes up in the artist's favor. So I do wish them the best of luck, but I have a feeling it's not going to go the way that they expect it to go.
Yeah.
They have about 60 months left in their contract. If they refuse to work for ADOR and, a court finds that there's not been enough of a breach for them to walk away, then they're looking to pay a lot of money. Estimated 300 billion Korean won, which is about 215 million US.
And if Hybe does win this case, you know they are just not going to make them release any music for the next 60 months, right? They're just going to be cunts about it, really. I mean, that's corporations.
I mean, I think even if they lose, they're not too worried. I think, you know, they still have groups. I mean, they still have 17. They still have Le Sserafim. They still have Elite, and BTS is probably going to regroup in 2025. So, you know, whichever way this pans out, I think Hybe is going to be just fine. But
it'd just be sad because there's like a legitimate, like, good cultural movement of good music that's coming from K-pop, because there hasn't been like a shift in a long time. But there's like a bunch of idiots who wish them the worst. And just want no change.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, good on them for plowing along. It must not have been easy for them to keep on going despite all of the, you know, negativity towards them when they're just trying to do the right thing, you know, objectively speaking. I think they can probably take solace in the fact that they have made such a cultural impact in the world of K-pop and changed that part of the music industry, but also like all of this legal action that they're pursuing. I think even though I do feel that they probably should have sought out stronger legal advice before jumping the gun and announcing that they're leaving, I think that, you know, the fact that they are doing all this and is generating a lot of noise is probably going to create a better future in some way for artists in K-pop, hopefully, anyway. Yeah, good on them, man.
Yeah,
like,
artists do get mistreated a lot.
You don't have to put up with it. If you're being mistreated, you shouldn't have to put up with it, to be honest. And like, I think the message that they're putting out there is pretty strong.
Even if they lose, I think the message will be beneficial for future artists under the genre of K-pop.
Hopefully. All things will just stay the same because everything is terrible, Tabi. You know, 2024, worst year out. Shall we move along?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, best of luck, NewJeans. I wish you all the best.
Yeah.